All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the post-game press conference of Missouri versus Southern Illinois. Joining us first is head coach Robin Pingeton. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up to questions. So whenever you're ready, Coach, take it away.
Well, first, I just want to acknowledge, the fact that Cindy was willing to bring her team here to Mizzou Arena, and I love that lady. She's done a really great job with Southern Illinois. She's a great coach. She's been a great friend over the years. We've known each other for a long time, and I don't know. I just got to believe there's a lot of emotions coming back to a place that you coached at and spent a big part of your life at. And so appreciate. And then we're in a pandemic and games are getting changed and canceled. And so for her to be willing to do that, I think it just speaks volumes about her and her character and who she is as a person. And so I know our fans loved her, and I appreciate her and just wish them nothing but the best this upcoming season. For our team, obviously, again, it's one of those situations where there's definitely a handful of positives. There's a number of areas that, we've got to put our work boots on and go back to work and clean up. But in the big picture, really proud of our team. The resiliency, it's been a tough couple weeks. And for us to be able to bounce back and do what we did this week, I thought was big. I'm really looking forward, to the 26th and getting back and going to work. I think we've got a really high ceiling as a team, but we definitely have a lot of work to do. And so hopefully everybody can enjoy the holiday time with their family and come back. And like I said, put on your work boots, put on your work gloves, and we definitely got work to do before we start SEC play.
Okay, now we'll open it up to questions. Looks like first one's going to come from Natalie Jones from KMIZ. Go ahead, Natalie.
Hey, Coach, I was actually going to ask you about Sydney Stein. I saw you guys caught up a little bit before the game. What was that like to, see her again?
Natalie, we're having a little issues here.
Well, can they hear me? Can you just repeat the question? Just repeat the question.
Do you want me to finish off the question?
Natalie, try talking right now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, nothing. Now go, Natalie.
Yep, can you hear me all right?
Yep, go ahead. Can you hear this, Coach?
Sounds good. Sorry about that, Coach. So I was going to ask about Sydney Stein. You mentioned her. What was it like to see her? I saw you guys caught up before the game. How long has it been since you've seen her?
You guys caught up before the game. What was that like, and what did you just kind of your conversation with her?
Yeah, so Cindy and I have known each other, golly, I'm trying to think. It goes back to maybe several years ago when I first got into coaching as assistant at Drake University. She was an assistant coach at Bradley. And, we'd see each other on the road recruiting. We'd play against each other, and we formed a friendship a long time ago. I've known her for a lot of years, and so, just more telling her how much I appreciate her coming in, bringing her team here, wishing her nothing but the very best, moving forward.
Yep, there. Now we're good. Okay, Kyle Pannell is next from the Maneater. Go ahead, Kyle.
Sounds good. Coach, with this being your last non-conference game, what have you learned about your team and after what's really been crazy with the game and then 2 weeks off and then playing 4 games in the span of a week?
Well, it's a really resilient team. I think it's a team that has a lot of depth, probably more depth than we've had since I've been here. I think we've got a lot of offensive firepower. I think it's a team that is pretty good when we can play downhill and create the tempo. We've got to get better, though, at playing within ourselves. I mean, obviously, way too many turnovers, but, to a certain extent, that's to be expected when you haven't had a chance to practice and be on the court. And so I still think we're finding our rhythm, our chemistry on the court. Got to do a better job on the boards as well, but I'm really proud of them. I think it's a resilient group with a lot of firepower and kids that want to win. They want to compete, and I know they're looking forward to SEC play.
Colin O'Brien, Jeff City News Tribune. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned the depth on this team. Bringing Suge off the bench, it seems like a role she really relishes, and she doesn't seem like one that is ever playing outside of herself. She just kind of glides on the court. What's it like having her and I guess Lauren come off the bench consistently and score for you guys?
Yeah, I think the big thing, just trying to make sure our team understands is that, we probably legitimately have 8 kids that could start and be in that lineup, and there's only 5 spots. And so at the end of the day, it's got to be about the front of the jersey. We spent a lot of time talking about that the other day, just about the history of our program, our alumni, just what this looks like and the responsibility that we have this season. And I think a kid like Suge, she's been waiting for this for a long time, and she's got a super high ceiling. I think both her and Lauren, again, they're seasoned players in regards to they've been around the block. They understand the game. They got a high basketball IQ. They love to play. They just want to be on the court. They love to play. But I think it says a lot about both of them being able to put the front of the jersey at the forefront of everything we do.
Back to Kyle Pannell. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, you had the game plan for 2 different teams in the span of about 24 hours, and I'm curious what is that like for you as a coach, and what were some of the challenges, and what was that process like?
Well, I think you got to give a lot of credit to my staff. They did a tremendous job of, I've got to go one game at a time. And so as soon as that game was over yesterday, I had a lot of information in front of me. And then obviously had a chance to break down film and make sure we're on the same page before we went to shoot around this morning. But I think it says a lot about our kids, too. We gave them the scout as soon as the game was over yesterday. By last night at 10 o'clock, everybody had watched the scout video. Everybody had watched games on Southern. We come back this morning, we quizzed them on it, and then we had a walkthrough. And so just the buy-in on their part, again, it's little things matter. How you do anything is going to be how you do everything. And that attention to detail is so important. Respect everybody, fear nobody. And that's kind of our mindset. But that prep time is essential. If you want to be really good, you've got to be willing to spend that time on that prep.
Natalie Jones, go ahead.
Now 3 wins heading into conference play. What does that do for your guys' confidence? Especially what you went through at the beginning of the season, now heading in on a little bit of a win streak here.
Yeah, it's good to see smiles on their faces for sure. It's just, you just never know with COVID and, just everything that's happened with games getting canceled and quarantine and whatnot. And again, just their ability to stay the course and really going back to this summer. I mean, typically we'd have everybody here for the summer. We didn't have everybody here. And so our kids didn't have a chance to build that chemistry on the court. And then, starting off official practice in quarantine and then practice in a couple weeks and then back into quarantine. And so that can really wear on a kid mentally, emotionally. I mean, this is what they love to do. They want to be playing games. But their resiliency to stay the course, I think, has been really positive. And, I think they're starting to see some of the fruits of their labor of staying the course. We know the competition is going to get much, much tougher. We know we've got a tough road in front of us, but I think they're looking forward to the opportunities, too.
Okay, and we're going to finish up with Colin O'Brien from Jeff City News Tribune. Go ahead, Colin.
Coach, I'm sure the stat that pops off the page to you is 17 offensive rebounds for SIU. Was that just a product of you think your players committing to guarding front side action, and part of it was SIU just missing shots?
For them to have 17 offensive boards?
Yes.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot of shots. They didn't shoot it particularly well, and so you got to factor that in too. But it's discipline. It's attention to detail. It's fundamentals. And like I said, there's a lot of things that I'm proud of. That I think are exciting stats that you look at. But we also understand that we've got a lot of things. We have not arrived. We've got a lot of things that we've got to continue to shore up and hone in on. And certainly, giving up 17 offensive rebounds in the SEC, it's going to be a long night for us. And so, areas that we've still got to improve on, and we will. This is a group that's really hungry. They've been really good in film sessions. We just need more practice time and more games.
Okay, that'll do it for Coach P. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everyone. Be safe.